we had a meeting of the cabinet to discuss the law and order situation, especially in Shillong city and overall the state as a whole. As you are aware, that in the last 24 to 48 hours, there have been instances of violence and law and order situations in different parts of Shillong city. Keeping that aspect in mind, today the cabinet meeting was held. In the cabinet meeting, we discussed about the overall series of incidents that have happened in the last few months, including the different IED blasts that took place in Jylla Hills and the IED blast which led to the injury of one lady in Laibukra in Shillong also. We briefed the cabinet on the different aspects of the events that took place in the last 5 days and discussed also about the police operation that took place on 13th early morning. Details were given to the cabinet ministers and the other officials who were there, and based on all those aspects and also based on suggestions that were given by the cabinet ministers, the cabinet has decided to constitute a judicial inquiry under the Commission of Inquiry Act to look into the events that took place on 13th early morning. Apart from this judicial inquiry, the cabinet has also agreed and decided to set up a peace committee which will be chaired by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Preston Tinsong, and Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Shri Hamletson Dolling and Shri Ellington Tonkar will be members of this committee, and this committee will co-opt other members from civil society, including religious organizations, the local headmen, the Sinjuk Kiramba Shillong, and all other civil society and members that the committee headed by Deputy Chief Minister feels appropriate that should be included in this peace committee. And it has been decided that along with the Deputy Commissioner, along with the local representatives, that is the MLA and the MDC both, and other leaders from there, but there means from Maulai area and adjoining areas where the slight tension is there, that all of them will discuss and see how to move this forward. So therefore, presence of security is also necessary. It's something that we can't just simply take away, because the confidence of the public also has to be there. So therefore, looking at the situation and after discussing with local leaders, after discussing with the public there, we will see, the Deputy Commissioner will see, and of course the Home Department also will be involved in it. We will see how to manage this and ensure that the balance is struck between the overall tension that is out there and the concerns of the citizens or the residents that CRPF is always there and creates tension, but at the same time ensure that the presence of the armed forces also is felt. That will also make sure that the confidence is there for the people. I'm not very don't have the details of the entire aspect of the attack that took place, or whether the individual journalist or media person was harmed. But obviously, this is something that we don't want to happen, and it's something that should not happen. Media people have always only tried to bring out facts and ensure that the people are aware about the situation that's happening. So, but in the situation where there are a lot of chaos is there, a lot of tension is there, it could happen that sometimes, and it may be dark, and the CRPF could be in a situation where they were not able to identify and really clearly see who's who. So it could be that it happened in that situation, but it's something that should not happen. You see, we are here to also realize that there is a law and order situation that was there even before this incident took place. Now, the police have been working very hard in the past also to resolve many of these situations that were there. And in many cases, they have successfully managed to resolve the situation, be it the old cases that happened in Barabazar, or the other cases that happened in Ishamati, and many such cases that were there. The police has been very successfully resolving these issues and catching the people who are involved in this. And in the same way, in this case also, the police department and the police officials were working very meticulously day and night to resolve this issue. And in the process, as I mentioned, that the unfortunate incident took place, which was not the intention of either of the people who are part of the operation. But as I said, that to be fair to all, we must allow a judicial inquiry to take place. So let the inquiry report come in, and then accordingly we will make a decision.